Hashem, Rakakwadash. We say Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash. And we give double honors to our apostle elders, which the apostle elders is a great millstone, which feed us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit and power of Yahbashim Yahushai. We're in the time of the end, 2022, which is the year of Yahbashim Yahushai turning up in a big and marvelous way, man. You see the title of it, it's more the motivation slash lesson, just going in the spirit. This is all we got, man. You know, this is all we got. When I say this is all we got, I say this truth is all we got. You know, this hope is all we got. There's nothing. The Lord is making it easy. It's an easy choice coming to the time of the hour of our temptation. You know, the Lord is making our choice easy. That's why this place is designed to be hell. You know, if it was designed to have some kind of goodness on it, the curses is a blessing. And to be honest in these days, because we are acquainted with these sorrows, man, just like our Lord was acquainted with sorrows. By the way of these curses, we are now acquainted with sorrows. We are acquainted with grief, because the curses, that's a part. It's promised that we would be acquainted with grief. It's promised that you would have a bad household. You would have no assurity of life, you know. And these curses are not off of us yet, man. Sometimes it seems better than, some days seem better than others, but these curses are not off of us yet. So we have to still occupy till the Lord comes, man. We have to occupy ourselves in the hope of Yahweh Shem Shai. We can't occupy ourselves in the hope of this world, man. This world does not have long, man. That's what we got to keep our hope in. No matter the hardships we go through, this world does not have long, man. And there's nothing to take the C hip over, man. If you take the C hip to stay in the cesspool, then you deserve it. You deserve it. I don't got nothing. You good for you. Bravo. You know, if you take that C hip to stay in this hell, then you deserve it. You adjust. You received your just desserts, man. All right. But if you see what this world is really for what it is, ain't nothing here. We don't have no land, no surety of life, no promises. Your children are gonna be slaves and carved up in the mindset of Esau, man. I'm gonna go out here real quick. Boom. All right. So the mentality is this truth is all we. You know, the Lord is making our decisions very, very easy, man. If you in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shine, there's a inkling of hope. You're gonna lean on this truth, man. You're really gonna lean on this truth, because you're gonna understand that this thing is all we got. There's no other choice. There's no other hope. There's no other. We're gonna get it here. No, we're not gonna be able to make it. The Lord does not give us the opportunity to trust in Yahweh Shah, man. All right, it's an opportunity to trust in Yahweh Shah, man. It's not a you get it and then that's it. Let me take a walk. Let me take a walk. Might as well do a walk and talk. It turned into a sit down to a walk and talk. I ain't mad at it. But I was just meditating this morning, man. The hell we catch and the things that we go through is to make our choice easier for that time, hour, and temptation. Because the world is coming. It's not going to be, man, this is going to be a nightmare. This is going to be a real nightmare. We're not even going to remember these times. We're going to be like, damn, we're going to have to tell our children like it was a dream, man. We're going to say that there's a time where we stayed in cotton fields and we were, the lowest of the low. These times are terrible, man. This is the lowest we've ever been. And you got Jake that want to promote this place and keep it alive, man. That's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. That's why the scripture says it says it wears out the saints. There's a spirit of wearing you out. When you wear something out, it means you erode it. We're being eroded spiritually here, man. That's why it says, even Paul said it. He said, man, you rather be in the spirit world. You understand where Paul was coming from. He was so in heartache, and he was catching hell, man. He said, I'd rather be in the spirit world, man. You rather be up with the Lord, man. But we down here to do a work. We're down here to do a job. We're down here to do a great, mighty work, man. And once this job is complete, the Lord is going to pay. Yahweh Shem Shai is going to pay he's going to pay the elect, man. And then, Lord willing, I'm a part of that glorious number, man. The paychecks are on the way. Everything is set. The Lord said he's mingled his wine. He has the table set. He has the fatted calf killed, man.
Everything is set for the kingdom of heaven. We just got to make it there, man. And the Lord is rooting for us. Don't ever think that y'all about shooting outside unless if you understand this truth. It says none of the wicked shall understand. It says none of the wicked shall understand. So our mentality right now is just to hold on to hope and hold on to this truth, and that's what's going to be when you see the nukes start going off, when you see the coming robotic army, the Jacob's trouble. I mean, it's going to get nasty out here, man, because the Lord is going to give Esau the Esau. He's going to give him the go ahead. He's going to give him the green light to touch you, Jakes, man. All right, because in the times we've been living in, the Lord has put a hedge around Jake. Jake has got comfortable in wickedness, so the Lord put a hedge around you. Why you think Esau wasn't stringing you up from trees and doing the atrocities he was doing in the establishment of America, man? Why you think he's doing that? Because the Lord put a hedge back around you. Now he's gonna take it off. That's why you've seen these cop killings, these uptaken racist terminologies and racist, mentality, man. That nationalist mentality. Esau's becoming a nationalist again, man. That Trump was a nationalist movement. If you look in Ukraine, what was the uprising in Ukraine? That was a nationalist uprising. They're Nazis, man. The established government in Ukraine right now are Nazi fueled. They have the same ideology as Nazis, man. But the Americans, so we're sending weapons to Ukraine, which are known Nazi nationalists. That's what Babylon is backing, man. The world is seeing that. The world is seeing that. The world is waking up to this thing, and Jake is waking up. Finally, damnly. And I can only imagine from the apostles and the elders, man. That's been doing this for many years and watching Jake in his cesspool and the decrepit state, man. You got TikToks and you got the internet. That's why the Lord said the foolishness of preaching, man. Because now it's went to everywhere. Now having the truth is the new hip thing, man. How deep are you? That's the new hip thing. What book can you find? What archaeological evidence can you see? But that's a good thing, though. I'm glad, Jake. I'm not mad at that, but it's just one of those, damn, it's about time. Because this truth has been out, man. This truth is the men have been out there on the highways and the byways for years, man, risking hair and hide, man. The fruits are now bearing. Just like if you plant a tree, if you plant a seed and you put the hope in that seed, it's gonna bear forth fruit. So the Lord planted this truth, and now this truth is bearing forth fruit on a large scale. It's yielding. And what does a yield come? You might have a harvest in spring and you have a harvest in fall, man. So there's multiple harvests coming in, man. That's why it says those that came in at the last hour, man. You're going to have men that come in right at the last moment that are laborers, man. They might they might not. And if you come in to a job at an early time, you're not as good as the guy that's been on the job 10 years, 15 years, 30 years. That's why you always got to humble yourself in this truth, man. You got to know you never make yourself equal to him, man, because guess what? You don't have that experience, man. You have to earn that experience, but guess what? As long as that man keeps putting in the work and experience, he's going to gain more experience. So there's ever going to be that increase, but it's just the fact of learning what you can and increasing your lot, man. Increasing what the Lord has for you, because there's a lot of work out here. There's a lot of moving parts, man. If you look into a watch, every component in that watch needs to be there for that watch to work correctly, man. That's where you got to look at yourself. If you're a screw in the watch, a little tiny screw, guess what? You are an important part of that watch, because if you was not there, that watch would not be held together, man. So all of our parts in this machine, in this spiritual machine, okay? Because what is a machine? It's a gathering of bits. It's a gathering of parts together to make something work. Okay, that's what you see machinists, or you see a machine that will tool something. That means you work something into where it can be fitted into an object or a project, man. So all of us are little screws, or some are cogs, some are the glass, some is the clock arms, in this watch, man. It's a very detailed watch, and all of us play a part, man. Our mentality now is just to lean on this truth heavy, not partial of the way, not a bit of it, heavy. Lean on it, man. Lean more on the truth in the world, man. You'll do your things in the world, and you'll You'll maintain your job and you'll go, maintain family if you have one. But the truth is all we got. Nothing else, man. Because guess what? That's where our future is at. Is this truth? If you lean on Babylon in America, guess what? Your future is to be sea hip and you going into slavery, a digital slavery. That's your future. Why would you choose that, Jake? Why would you choose slavery, man? Choosing yourself to be bonded into slavery for the rest of your days, man. And your children's children are now owned, super owned by the elites, man. No, hell no. If that's the choice, it's easy, man. And I'm not some kind of, bad, die hard type cat, but I just know what it is, man. I don't like slavery. I don't like this bondage. I don't like waking up every morning to work for nothing. For nothing. You don't enjoy your kids because guess what? Esau's teaching them who knows what under the sun, man. When your children are at school, but don't take your children to school. They're gonna put a case on you, man. So our choice is easy. Choose Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shine, choose life, or choose this place, and you're gonna get your issue, man. I promise you that. There's no other choice that's coming to this place, and whatever's coming to America, it deserves it. Whatever's coming to these people, they deserve it. Whatever's coming to these wicked ass women in this world, they deserve it, man. And the men. 2/3 of Israel's gotta go, man. Because they don't want life. They don't want nothing but what they want themselves. But guess what? This truth is about not being selfish, man. Because was Yahweh selfish? No. Yahweh was not selfish, man. He gave his life for us to have the opportunity to come back to the nation. To give us life again, to resurrect us. We're a living miracle. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're a living miracle. You're a memorial to the power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Ezekiel 37 shows you that we were raised up from the dead in front of all these nations, man. They witnessed a straight a miracle from the Lord, man. So I just wanted to talk a little bit, just to go in and see if brother posting anything real quick. Ooh, the water, Ak. The water. The Zak. Shalom, Ak. Man, this is Ecclesiasticus 30 and 17. It says, death is better than a bitter life. Man, come on, Ak. Come on, man. That's beautiful. Exactly right. Death is better than this type of life, man. This is a bitter, it's nasty. Even if you got good days, man, the good days you have are literally minuscule compared to the hell that you catch on a whole, man. We don't have good days here. We have less hell days, but you're still catching hell, man. All right? Even when the weather's beautiful out, man, you're still knowing that we're in slavery. We don't have a land. That's why you got to pray to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. He says, give him no rest. So we make Jerusalem a praise on the earth. If you just are not praying fervently, man, I want my land. I want my promise, man. That's what the Lord, that's not wicked. What did David say, man? That David constantly was praying to the Lord, man. When you gonna jack my enemies up? You know what I'm saying? When are you gonna deliver me from the mouth of my strong enemies around me, man? You gotta pray for that. You gotta yearn for that, man, because the Lord hears it, man. But Jake ain't praying because guess what? They really don't want to leave oppression. They've been Stockholm syndrome. That's why a lot of even times now, what you see with women, and I'm gonna explain this a little bit more to you brothers out there, man, that have problems with women, and especially now in these times when you see prophecies coming to pass. A lot of us have been experiencing situations when it comes to these women because guess what? They might be with you because they say, oh yeah, I'm with it. It might sound good, but guess what? When they start seeing these prophecies really take place, it actually sets in to say, damn, there's a world where I'm not going to rule at all, and I will be under these men. And I won't be able to just leave and go commit adultery and be on the internet and wear promiscuous clothing. That starts setting in because guess what? If they really was under your will, they would be promoting that and saying, yeah, my man is about to be established. It's about to be established on planet Earth. But no, it's not that, man. It's okay. If he's getting ready to be on, I'm getting ready to be off, man. So that's what's really going on, because guess what? These prophecies are showing that we are getting ready to rule. We are getting ready to be established as kings on the earth. These women are not going to have internet. They're not going to have the ways of this world, man. That's going to be out of here, man. And they will be under subjection. You won't be under one man the rest of your life. Facts. And if you and only way you're gonna be separated by death, and an Israelite man is gonna live forever. So you're gonna be under that man for the rest of your days. Exactly how Yahweh Shah ordered it and arranged it, man. So that's why a lot of these women, because they really ain't into it. They into it when it benefits them, because they know they gotta exit. Oh, I'm cool, I wrap my head up and all that, but guess what? They know they gotta exit. They know they can call Esau. They know that they can do that. So you brothers that are going through that and are running across that, whatever you may be dealing with, man, count it as a blessing, because guess what? The Lord is moving those that he don't want you around, man. Because guess what? They can be saved through you. So if the Lord is pushing a woman away from you, or pushing family, or pushing people out of your lives right now, that's the Lord getting them, away from you, because guess what? They could receive salvation being around you if you be of the elect, man. So we're in a time where the Lord is sifting Israel. He's sifting these wicked ass people away from us, man. You know, because the Lord is coming to do damage right here. We're getting ready to see. The Lord said he's going to cry like a travailing woman, man. Let me get that, brother, to water, man. Let me get that again, Salakia. And it says, man, this brother's doing things, man. It says Ecclesiasticus 30:17. Death is better than a bitter life, or continual sickness. And we're continually sick here, man. Come on, baby, get back. We're continually sick here, man. We're continually going through a sickness, because we're not whole, man. Our mentality is sick. Our bodies may be all right, but guess what? It is a blessing that we ain't dropping dead, man. We're eating the most less nutritional food that's ever been available on the planet Earth. Our bodies are so malnourished, it's not even funny, man. You gotta supplement your vitamins. If you're not supplementing your vitamins, you're not doing yourself a deed, man. If you're not on some kind of supplement, or some kind of extra vitamins, if you're not trying to put extra amount of nutrition in your body, man, you're not doing a deed, man. But watch when you put that, even the nutrients you do put is not enough, man. You know, but it's continual sickness here, it's death, man. Let me get this other. This is Baruch 4 verse 1. It says, "This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die," man. So, and especially if you leave this truth, man. Because guess what? You turn you put the Lord to an open shame, man. He ain't coming down here and redeeming you again. You already gave an opportunity to come into it through that sacrifice. You can't you can't crucify the Lord and then him come back down and sacrifice himself for you. No, you gonna have to catch the next bus. That's it. You want to catch the next bus, man. You have to catch the next one that's coming around, which is you coming into the kingdom of heaven through the sperm of an elect, man. It's simple. So the time we at now, just endure, Jake. That's only because I'm saying it to myself. I gotta endure. You gotta endure. We all gotta endure. There's a labor in front of us, man. Man, Satan. See that? That's another thing. These curses. Can't wait to get away from these curses, man. I was just telling the brother, imagine to just live life without the curses. That would be beautiful, man. That Yahweh Shem Yahshua say, look, I'm just gonna take the curses off you, not even bless you. I'm just gonna take the curses off and you live a normal life. That would be I'd still be going hard as I am right now. I still would be doing exactly I'm doing right now. I'd still be doing the sit downs, still be on the highways and the byways, still be pushing this truth, and still be and being hopeful. Even if the Lord promised us just to take the curses off of us, man. Not give us a promise which we're gonna receive a new body and a new heart. Those is gonna be a blessing. But if the Lord told us, man, I'll take the curses off of you if you do the labor, I'll still be going this, man, because man, look, life is gonna be it's gonna be a dream, man. It's gonna be paradise. What we getting ready to inherit is going to be something that it's gonna be worth it. It's hard to see it right now. It's hard to imagine that we're gonna receive something that is unspeakable. What did Paul say? Paul told you. He said, "I've seen things that are unlawful to speak." There's things that men can't even understand that are so beautiful. Colors you can't even describe, man. Tastes that you can't even have, man. This is a shadow. The Lord is just showing us the low level, the vibration, just like you turn something up on the volume and then you turn it down. The Lord has turned the vibration all the way down so we can fully have an understanding of good and evil, man. We have a full understanding of what it is to have lawlessness, absolute, where your woman is just absolutely, the woman can't go no lower, the men can't go no lower, the men are turning themselves into women, the kids are turning themselves into whatever they want, man. There's no family structure, man, where you got women out here with 100 James, the water, brother. This is James 1 and verse 12. It says, blessed is the man that endureth temptation. And these are the temptation we come into. The sea hip. But if you look at it, it's not temptation, man, because the Lord is making your choice easy. Because he's making the end goal nothing. Only thing you're going to receive after you get the sea hip is destruction. Nothing is going to get better for you because you're still going to have the curses. The chip does not take the curses away. You will just be a chipped Israelite with the curses. That's all you're gonna be. You're gonna be cursed and chipped. That's it. Sea hipped. That's your destiny, man. So you might as well take your bet on the unknown. You remember those game shows where they say you can pick this prize you can see, or you can pick the one that's behind the curtain. Pick the one that's behind the curtain, Jake. Don't look at what you see with your eyes and be carnal. Look at the spirit, man, because the Lord said he has pleasures evermore. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. That's what we in the time of. The kingdom is already prepared, man. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon 3 and verse 9. The water, you coming through, man. It says, they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth. And what's the understanding of it? That this is not life. This is not what we're supposed to live like. This is not how we're supposed to be, man. Okay? And it says, they that put their trust, they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love. And it's another thing. You have to have, if you don't know how to love, how are you going to love? You have to learn to love first and foremost. If you are talking, if your mindset is, I'm not shit and I'm depressed and beat up, that's not loving. You can't give what you don't have, man. And I say that again, you cannot give what you do not have. So you have to learn, if it says love thy brother as thyself, if you talking shit to yourself all day, if you are depressed, how are you going to love your brother like yourself? You're going to give your brother that, man. You know, that's why you have to count another man more than yourself, man. But you have to at least look at yourself in a way, respect yourself enough to at least say, okay, well, let me try to do this, because guess what? I've learned to be a better man by taking care of myself, a better brother by taking care of myself. Because guess what? I can tell if I'm running or if I'm working out or if I'm eating right, I can tell my brother, hey, bro, hey, I'm eating this and it's doing good for me. And man, actually, here you go, brother, take this. Or here you go, sister, this is something I learned that'll help you. That's why morning motivations is something that I motivate myself every day, man. I have to. You know, because you have to, it says he that endureth hardness. You're enduring hardness in this truth, man. The Lord didn't say this was an easy road. So if you in this truth, guess what? You in a hard thing. You were in straits. You were in the crucible. You know what a crucible is? Where you melt metal, man. That's what you're at. That's why it says I should make a man more precious than fine gold, man. You're in a crucible. You're in the oven, man. Don't ever come to this truth thinking you in a playhouse, a bounce house. You in the hardest thing. What did Yahushua was sweating blood, man? We're bearing that same cross. He says, he that not take his cross cannot be my disciple, man. You got to hate yourself. And it's not talking about, yeah, let me just be depressed. And no, because the Lord said that this is a temple of the Most High, so you have to take care of this temple. How you say hate the temple, but then take care of it? No, that's the mentality. You got to hate your desires, your lusts. That's what it says, hate yourself. But it didn't say hate yourself as in, I'm not shit all day. No. You ever have a broken and contrite spirit to know that Yahweh Yahshua is dealing with what? Your spirit. Your flesh is weak. You know? And we've been given a great opportunity, man. Hey, man, this brother is on fire. This is Ecclesiasticus 2 and 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. And we're the lowest that we ever. Didn't I just say that, Art? Didn't I just put it? I said, look, that we've been turned low. The Lord turned the volume low as possible, man. So we're in the lowest that we're ever going to go. We're never going to be this low ever again. So I don't want to say enjoy it, but just cherish this moment. cherish these moments, because when you're sitting on a throne and you looking at your sons and your daughters and your wives, and you looking at the great land that the Lord has spread out for us, remember these moments, you know, and cherish it, because that's gonna make you love that moment that much more, man. It's gonna make you love that moment that much more, man. So I think I'm gonna leave it there, man. I'm gonna get this brother's last verse, and it says, verse 5: For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Exactly, the crucible, man. We're in the crucible. The Lord is burned, but guess what, though? There's a blessing in that, man, because He said that we're worthy to be gold, man. Some of us might not make it, but guess what? We are counted as gold, man. You know, we're counted as valuable metal. What is gold? Valuable. Silver is valuable. Money. That's why the Lord said, go and trade in the market and bring back usury. What is usury? Is the people. The people are money to the Lord, man. That's why He says, go and warn them and give them warning from me. You know, the Lord wants increase. He wants usury on His investment, man. And what's the usury is the people. And bearing forth fruit in yourself, man, and being a better man, and being, because guess what? The Lord gave you the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, which is your penny. And what did you do with it? You bear forth fruit. You became what that scripture said. You became healthier. You became a better brother. You became a better father. Even if a family ain't there, guess what? We gonna be fathers, man. We gonna be, man. I can't wait to have 1,000 kids, man. I want 1,000 of them, and I'm gonna love every one of them to their little head, man. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. The Esau can't give me a family. He can't give me what I yearn for, man. So what the fuck am I gonna take a seat here for, man? Miss me with that. Miss me with that. So with that, I'm gonna give all honor and praise into Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chaakwadash, the Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chaakwadash. Hey, the water Kazak, man. The water for the precepts kept the lesson moving, man. So the water. And the water to those that came by, and Lord willing was the edifying lesson. And with that, I say, call Haloyim, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makar Kodash. Until the next time, I say, Shalom, and as always more now than ever, keep faith. Shalom.